The issue I want to talk about today is a worrying phenomenon, and it's that of crowdsourcing. Lots of people have heard about crowdfunding, but this is different. Crowdfunding is about getting money from people using the internet. Crowdsourcing is about getting labour from people by using the internet. There are various platforms available, and Amazon is perhaps the most popular. They have cornered the market in terms of online tasks with their platform, Mechanical Turk. Mechanical Turk is available in the US, but workers from all different countries are working on this platform. So it isn't just workers in the US, it's also workers in the UK and more than 60 different countries. The sort of work that they're doing involves a range of tasks, but it tends to be categorised in terms of basic data processing. So it can be things like media transcription, language translation, tagging of images. It is the kind of tedious clickwork side of data processing. The key issue here is pay. Workers are literally paid a pittance. More than 90% of the tasks are offered at a rate of less than 10 pence per task, and workers earn an average of £1.50 per hour, far less than minimum wage regulations. The problem isn't just that the pay is pitiful, but the pay isn't even guaranteed. So for every task, the requester has to check the work and then decide whether or not they're going to release payment. There is something called the mandatory satisfaction clause, and basically, if the requester isn't happy with the work, then they don't have to pay the worker. At the same time, they retain the intellectual property rights for that piece of work, so they can have the work done and not pay for it. Initially, when Amazon Mechanical Turk was launched, it was often kind of small businesses that used it. But now, more and more giant corporations are using it. So you have firms such as Google, eBay, LinkedIn, Unilever. Many of these companies are using Mechanical Turk. The big worry here, of course, is that there's no social protection and it's a totally unregulated labour market. There's no job security and there's absolutely no protection for workers. And any of the rights that workers have fought for over the years no longer apply. So looking ahead, this builds on previous trends where giant corporations looked overseas for low-cost location. You no longer have to think about shifting labour overseas. You can just do this from within your own country. Some people have argued that crowdsourcing isn't about exploitation, that people are freely participating within this. But in my view, it takes us right back to the days of the Victorian mill owner, and it is largely about exploitation.